Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FIFA 23 on Team Road to Glory. Episode number 144 today on this fine Saturday. It's match day. How you doing? Hope you're all well. Who have you got today? Who's your team playing against? Whether or not you are, playing football yourself or your team that you support, let me know in the comment section below. Ipswich host top of the league Sheffield Wednesday today. Going to be a very big match, so I'll either be very happy or very disappointed at the end of that one. If you do enjoy, do me a favour, smash the thumbs up on the video. It'd be amazing if we could get 2,000 likes today. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. That'd be great as well. Today, we need to test this team out, don't we? I haven't really had a chance to give it much of a go yet. Still getting to grips with Sergio Ramos and co. But liking the way the team looks, I know we're 4 chemistry shy of a full chem team. But the 2 players that are on 1 out of 3 are Pogba, who's got stats all over the show, and Cancelo, who has as well. So I think we should be all good. Making a few team changes to make sure other players that are on full chem, like Nuno Mendes, Ramos, Donnarumma, I wonder if that's more important than Pogba and that. I think it is. That's why I've gone down that route. Anyway, we sold the Brozovic that we packed. We're over 200,000 coins again with a couple of tradable players in the club, or just a Nuno Mendes actually at the moment, but he's about 70k. We then do a couple of 82 plus packs because that's basically all we can get at the moment. The club's pretty empty. I don't know where all my fodder's gone. I think it's been going into these. It's been going into these 85 plus player picks, right? So I'll get rid of some stuff to get that done because I like doing them. They're risky, but sometimes it could pay off. Is it going to pay off today? 86, 85, 86. And after some deliberation, I take the 85. What's going on here? So I just wondered maybe I should just keep a Theo Hernandez in the club in case I just figured he'd get a strong chem for Pogba. If ever I wanted to just go down the route of using him, I wouldn't have to buy him. I could just keep him in the club. So we go into our first game of FUT Champs. This guy's got 3 Team of the Years, actual ones, in defence, and a Eusebio up top. And I think that seeing a lot of Team of the Years and seeing a lot of very good, very expensive players is going to be the theme of this episode, all right? We go 1-0 up in the weekend league. Surlot then runs through my defence. Donnarumma maybe should be saving that, but I also did just trigger him to start moving the other way in terms of goalkeeper movement. So sometimes that throws them off their diving, doesn't it? So probably my fault. But some quite exceptional dribbling from Johan Cruyff is what gets me back into the lead. And then we grab the ball literally after he just kicked off. Zizou plays a beautiful ball through to Drogba. Team of the Year, Van Dijk and Hakimi are absolutely nowhere. Van Dijk and Militao were absolutely nowhere. And as you can see, I'm dribbling past him again. So maybe, just maybe, this guy wasn't the greatest of defenders. But he had some of the better defenders on the game. So probably could have gone either way, but it felt good that my first game of the weekend, I managed to score 4 goals. The service felt really nice. I said that to my mate a few games in, and there's a few losses along the way. I just said that these servers feel better than last week, and normally Fridays everything feels chalked, but it did. It felt nice and clean. Team of the Year, Benzema. Player of the Month, Mbappe in this one. The squad price of this team is also extremely expensive, but we score a lovely goal with Zinedine Zidane. So you've seen the thumbnail, and a lot of you will have seen the Twitter thread that I did yesterday about the prices of the teams and the sort of players that I was matching up against. The average across this video, right? The average team cost was for around 14 to 15 million coins for each of my opponent's squads. Now, sometimes that means my opponent's squad was worth 9 mil. Sometimes it means it was worth 22 mil. But the average was 15 mil. And that is, I think, not far off the norm. Like, when you look at my squad, I think I've done very well as someone that hasn't spent any money, but has also not had, like, the most ridiculous luck. I understand we've packed Aloe Iran, we've packed Johan Cruyff, and a few very, very good players along the way. But no like Mbappe or no Team of the Years especially or anything like that came my way. So, yeah, my team's worth like 9 mil, this current starting 11, which I thought was really, really good. Like, I was flexing that in a title the other day or the other week. And actually, I think that's got to be about the norm. Because if I'm the everyday man RTG and I can pretty much play the game quite a lot during most promos, not really get the best player from each promo, but somehow come out of it with a good fodder pack that gets me a really good SBC player and it bumps the price of my squad up, then yeah, I should be coming up against these teams that are worth a few million more than mine, because there are FIFA point spenders out there, and there are also no money spenders out there that just do it better than me. This next guy had that Hullet that's worth 12 mil, as well as, you know, your player of the month, Mbappe, and all of that sort of stuff as well. So this was one that really brought the average cost of the squad up. Did he have Mbappe? Yeah, I think he did. And Eusebio, and, you know, the sort of players that you shudder to think about playing against because you know they're going to be very good. But he quit at 2-0. So I felt really lucky there. So that was a 20 mil squad, 22 mil squad, something like that I was able to beat. Next game, Team of the Year. Player of the Month Mbappe, Team of the Year Benzema, 95 Zidane, 94 R9. Another exceptionally expensive team. Can we beat this one? Well, it's looking quite good because after 3 minutes I've managed to get through with Cruyff. And I tell you what, switching my attack, not actually switching up the players. Obviously, we're using Alawairan, Drogba, and Cruyff. But last weekend, I had Drogba as the striker and Cruyff as one of well, he was the right centre-forward. I've switched that now so that Drogba's the right centre-forward and Cruyff is the actual, like, lone striker. And I think it works way better because I'm getting Cruyff on the ball more, which is great, obviously. And then Drogba's making a run in behind and he's using that pace that he's got. Or he's the one in that spot when I do a little cross or something. I think it's working a treat. And somehow I beat this guy 4-0 with what is an exceptional squad. So, yeah, I think maybe it might be one of those years where we've had so many icon SBCs, so many hero SBCs that, and people would have known to, like, save up their packs to open for Team of the Years, and, you know, they've packed a couple, and they've just got a little bit luckier than let's say I have. I'm not trying to complain about my pack luck. That's not like the overall view of this. I was just utterly shocked to see just how many people have got, like, the player of the month for Mbappe. Sorry, quick cut. Coughing my heart up again. Don't worry, I'm going to see a doctor in a little bit. They're going to fix me, I hope. Hopefully fix this blocked ear of mine and the throat issues and all that sort of stuff. That'd be lovely. Yeah, what was I talking about? No, I was just shocked at how many people have got the player of the month for Mbappe, the Jarzinho. Like, you see them two pretty much every game. It's crazy. And I guess my theory behind that is that, you know, player of the month's out for a month. Some of these icon SBCs are out for like 90 days. And we've been having a lot of swaps, a lot of promos which have a lot of swaps objectives in them, giving us some really good fodder packs and stuff. So people are just, like, slowly grinding towards those meta players. And then doing the odd icon or hero SBC, getting the Alawairan, the Ginola, the Yaya Toure, the Capdevia. And it's just really bulking up people's squads, isn't it? So another super expensive one. There genuinely wasn't a single squad that wasn't worth a huge amount of coins. It was quite crazy. I guess another thing worth noting was that I was playing these games Friday before, like, 3 p.m. So before, like, schools kick out and most of the player base comes online, I guess. It's just like the people that are, I don't know, just like the people that were on during the day on Friday before schools and work kicked out and that sort of thing. So typically they're sort of like the real hardcore with the real good squads and stuff. So maybe that's played a factor as well as I've also got it on Xbox only. I've got it on no cross-play. Do you reckon that makes a difference? Obviously, Xbox is a lot smaller of a platform in terms of numbers of people that are playing the game on it compared to PlayStation. I did that because I wanted to like not play against the cheaters on PC, and obviously that helps that we're not doing that. But yeah, I wonder if maybe I should turn crossplay back on again to see if the squad starts to improve, because PlayStation just has such a large player base that maybe I'm more likely to not match a super squad. Do you reckon? I don't know. I'm throwing out loads of theories around here because I was flabbergasted. I was flummoxed. I was, or any big funny words to describe my sheer like, oh my god, feeling around playing people with player them up for Mbappe, Giller, Jarzinho, and Hullet, and Vieira, and all of those players that are just everywhere this year. How's it compared to yours? You know, the games that you're playing, are you out teamed quite often? You know, do you have a mega squad? How much is your squad worth? If you popped it into Footbin or Footwiz or Foothead or whoever, you know, whoever you use, preferably Footwiz because they're my good mates. But if you put your squad into them, how much is your squad worth? I'm curious to know. And do you spend FIFA points or not? If you want to leave your team price and whether or not you spend FIFA points as a comment down below, that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, we're not doing so great. You know, there's been I think we're 3-3 at the moment. We were 3-1, and then I actually went ahead in a couple of games and then lost them, and it is what it is. You know, I can bottle it quite easily against these teams. Next squad's got Militao, Totti, Mid Hullet, Messi, Team of the Year, World Cup, Cruyff, Player of the Month, Mbappe, of course, and was yet another mega expensive squad. And I defended him quite well for 20-odd minutes. The 25 minutes struck, and he ended up just running with Messi, and I couldn't do much about it. And then, yeah, Messi scores again there to make it 2-0. It's fair enough. Like, I expect him to be good. And I quite liked how this guy's team lined up, because he then made a few position changes in-game. Because, like, you can play Mid Hullet as a centre-back and Eder Militao Totti as a right-back. So he did really well. And I think he was a genuinely good player. And then my next opponent has, yet again, another 15 or 17 million coin squad with Team of the Year Messi again. No Mbappe in this one, though. So we're on a level playing field in that situation. But this Totti Messi he's 6 mil, and he might be for a reason, because he's also very good. What's Ginola, about 1.5? Something like that? But Drogba ends up, I go 1-0 down, fair enough, but I think I'd had the better of this game. So a nice little roll and scoop from Cruyff, and a tiny little finesse finish into the back of the net. And he goes and does this. And I'm just like, honestly, I don't quite know what you're doing. Why would you quit at 1-1 in that situation? I don't get it. At this point, I was 3-4, looking to hopefully get up to 4-4. You know, it's not a good rating. It's not a good record. You know, Evil Simon, what are you doing, bud? You've been playing the game since 2011 and you want to leave at 1-1? Sag. He had one shot and scored the goal. I had 5, so, you know, maybe I was dominating. Who knows? But at that point, that was like the final straw for me in that session. I thought, screw this. I need to stop. I need to wait until a bit later. Hopefully the teams will even out just a touch, because... You know, I should be going into games with a squad like mine. Looking at my squad, I think I should be going into games thinking, yeah, I out-team this guy nearly every time. It's worth 9 mil. It should be like one of the better squads on the game. And it's been out-teamed in basically every match so far. To me, that's just wild. So we're 3-4, and then one guy quit at 1-0. That was just the cherry on the icing on the cake, that one. So I decided to be done there. Positives to come out of today's episode, though. Drogba in his new right centre-forward position, doing well. Cruyff feels great at the moment with the good gameplay. So I'm hoping the good, smooth gameplay continues. Who knows, maybe half the player base are off playing Hogwarts or something. I don't know. But if that is the case, then I think Cruyff might cook for me this weekend. I'm hoping so anyway. Is this a weekend we're going to get 11? Not looking good so far at 3-4. But I'll carry on later in the weekend and try and get stuff done. You'll see some more of it tomorrow. We'll see what we can make happen. Sorry if this one sounded a little bit like a moany video. That wasn't really maybe I've just not made it sound as how I hoped to get it out. But I was just like flabbergasted by the crazy teams that I was coming up against. Enjoyable though, just a shame to lose to a few of them, but it felt good to beat some of those good teams with really good players in it. Hope you've had an enjoyable episode. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. I'd love to see 2,000 likes. Subscribe as well to the channel if you're new. Cheers. And follow me on social media. My links are down below. Hope you'll have a great rest of your day. Stay safe and healthy, all of that good stuff. And I'll be back again tomorrow to hopefully play teams with an average price of less than 15 million. That would be great. I'll see you then. Peace.